Hey guys, um, today's video is going to be 5 ways to get more deals as a real estate investor. And I think mainly what I'm talking about is the MLS and buying properties off of the MLS and on market. There's a million different ways to find properties on market or off market. A lot of what we do is we buy properties directly from the MLS that are on Realtor.com, on Zillow, listed with real estate agents, auction properties, that sort of thing. But today we're going to talk about a few ways to get more deals accepted, and it's more or less a mindset to some degree, and daily habits that you're going to put into play. For me, it's a matter of being efficient and making a lot of offers, being persistent, consistent, and being fast, and beating other investors out to a property to make the offer. Great deals don't sit around on the market forever. But let's just go through the 5 ways. Number 1, you want to be consistent, and you want to make offers on a daily basis. Making offers every day, weekends, weekdays, holidays, whenever you can make an offer, the more offers you can make and the more consistent you can be with it, the more consistent your business is going to be, and the more deals that you're going to get. So we need to be consistent. Number 2, we need to be accurate. So we need to determine what is the ARV, what is that after repaired value of a property, what are the repairs, and then based on those numbers, we're going to determine what our offer needs to be. And if you're at 65 or 70% or 75% of the ARV minus repairs, then if other investors are buying at the same numbers, but if your repairs or your ARV are off and your offers are too low, then you're not going to get the deals. And then if your ARV is too high and your repairs are too high, and you get a deal under contract, and then you come to realize that that property is not going to work for you after you have your contractor go through, you waste a lot of time, you waste a lot of other people's time, you miss out on other opportunities. So if you want to get more deals, you have to be consistent, you have to be accurate with your numbers, you have to make more offers to increase your probability of success. So number 3 is make more offers to increase your probabilities. And it's a numbers game. It's really difficult to find a deal, but it's a lot easier to get that deal if you made 100 offers as opposed to 5 offers, because you've increased your chance of getting a deal. Number 4, you want to be fast. You want to beat other investors to the property. You want to get an offer in the seller's hand, in that listing agent's hand, before other investors get to that person. Especially if you are giving that agent both sides of the commission and you're going to go to them directly. And if you can beat everybody to the property and get an offer in the hand of that agent first, you have a much, much better chance of getting that property accepted and signed. And by the time other people get there, that agent would let them know that it's already taken and it's already under contract. So we also want to be fast with a price change. Sometimes a property would be listed at, say, $200,000, and there's a large price change that goes from $200,000 to $165,000. And when that price change comes through, there's a lot of people that maybe aren't paying attention, or it's the weekend is coming up and they're not going to make it out, or, there's a bunch of different reasons why investors don't follow up on offers they've made in the past or don't get to a property in time. But if you could be fast to get there, or you could be fast to respond to a price change, or if you've made an offer and the price changes, you want to make sure that that agent gets your offer again. And you don't want a real estate agent to forget that you made that offer. And especially if it's a great deal and you don't have a really deep relationship with that real estate agent, you're going to want to make sure you get there as fast as you can with that offer, or you're going to resend that offer as fast as you can so that they never forget about you and you end up getting the deal, or at least you're in the running for the deal. And, just being there, showing up, getting the offer into a real estate agent's hand is half the battle of getting a deal accepted. Number 5, be persistent. And this is probably, it ties in, it ties together all the other things that I touched on, I believe. And to get deals, you have to be persistent. You have to show up every day. You have to make a lot of offers. You have to make a lot of offers consistently. And, sometimes there's been these times in my life where I was just really dying for a deal and we needed to make something happen. And it gets really discouraging sometimes because you feel like, a deal's never going to come through, or you start to come up with these excuses where it's like, there's no good deals on the market. Everybody's just bidding the shit out of these properties and there's nothing for me. There's nothing to buy. Everybody's going to overpay for properties, blah, blah, blah. But there's always, in any market, there's always deals that are being purchased by somebody. And there's always a deal somewhere. It's just a matter of finding the deals. Sometimes it's a matter of making an offer on a property that appears to be priced too high. And when you make that offer on a property, say a property's listed at $200,000 and you make the offer for $130,000, a lot of people would avoid making that offer. Our philosophy is, if we've gone through the time to evaluate it, then we're going to send the offer. Because what happens is, somebody's listed for $200,000, you make the offer for $130,000, and you get a counter for $150,000. And when you get that counter at $150,000, it's basically having inside knowledge on a property that nobody else really knows about. And a lot of the times that property, if it were listed at $150,000 or $160,000, it wouldn't be available. But because you made the offer and you found out what that seller's bottom line is, you can either counter, you could stay at the $130,000, you could come up to $140,000, or you could take the $150,000. But at least, you have this knowledge that somebody else doesn't know, and you wouldn't have found out about it if you weren't persistent, if you didn't make offers on everything that was coming across that you decided to evaluate. If you want to get more deals, you really have to be all over it every day. You have to make a lot of offers. And there's a few books that I read over and over and over again, and that's The One Thing, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and 10X Rules by Grant Cardone. And if you were to take those 3 books and boil them down into a real estate investor's day-to-day life, it would basically be, make a shitload of offers, and that's the 10X rules. You make a shitload of offers every day. Every day is the compound effect. And making offers is the one thing. So if you don't make offers, you don't get deals. So it really comes down to make a lot of offers every single day of your life. And if you can do that, you'll be successful. You'll get deals that other guys won't get, and you'll be able to grow your business. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good one.